Hi, my name's Tim and welcome to Adventures. So today, it's a little gloomy out, a little gross. So I decided that I'm going to go get some insulations because I need to insulate my attic further. So, went up to the Home Desperate and picked up a pallet of insulation. I need to go back and get some more, but just so you see, they keep them about 18 per pallet, and they'll load it right into the back for you. Strap it down, head on back. Now I gotta unload this because I gotta run back and go get the others. Okay. Morning. Sun's coming up. Usually that's a good thing, but today I need to move a little quicker because I'm going in there, in the attic, with all of that insulation. Faster I get moving, it's not going to be as hot. It's supposed to be overcast today, but looks like that was a bust. Okay, welcome to my attic. So it is a cold space attic. First few things I'm going to be doing. So this top doesn't really seal that great. I'm going to be putting some of this little bit of insulation around it. It's not really going to do much, but should help a little bit. I need to walk all the edges, and I have some great stuff left over from another project, and I'm going to try fill any gaps I see. Not the soffits, obviously, just any of the walls, any of the vent pipings over there, prior to laying insulation. Now, I'm going to be laying insulation in the method I saw on this old house, or maybe asked this old house, either one of them, which looks like that back there. So I already laid one that was left over from making this little platform here. This is just a platform I made for storage. It is insulated underneath, so that will not eliminate all of my storage. Okay, let's get to it. First things first, stapling down the insulation here. Okay, I lied. That's not the first thing I'm going to do because I figured I was going to be trampling it. So, I organized a little bit, picked up a little bit. I inspected for mold and leaks. I did have a mold problem in this attic once. It was abated. It doesn't look like it's coming back, so it's looking pretty good. I don't see any leaks. I don't see any issues. That's something you really want to do before you do this. Now, I did inspect the edges here and found I was getting hot air coming up here, especially right there. If you see my electrical wire, got a hole there. They didn't insulate around it except for the blown in, so I think we need to fix that, and that's what I'm going to use this great stuff for. I'm going to do it all the way around. I didn't find any other issues with my vents. Those are insulated around, including my bathroom vents. Those are good. So, let's do this. Okay, so as you hear, I got the music going. I got my respirator, got my safety glasses. I got a bunch of rolls to start. and we're gonna get moving now. It's getting warm. And I'm gonna try out something I saw. They recommended using just an old serrated knife to cut this. If not, I'll go back to the handy dandy regular old razor blade. So I'm gonna throw you on my head for one run, then I'm probably gonna put you on a time lapse because it's hot and it's gonna take a while. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a little break and get hydrated. They're pretty good, but with those gloves on, I'm all pruny. I don't know if you can see that, and I'm completely dripping. So, got that side up to there. Gotta trim this. I got that down to there. It's a little raised there because of a vent pipe underneath there. That's fine though. And I still have to do this end and that back corner. I think the next thing I'm going to tackle is that back corner because it has 3 cuts right there already. Could probably just do 4 cuts and then keep running. It's going. I'm running out of insulation too, so I'll have to move some more upstairs. Whew, it's hot. Okay, while I'm still cooling down, getting some water, I want to talk a little bit about the insulation I actually went with. So I live in northern Massachusetts, southern New Hampshire, that kind of area. So right now, all I have is a blown in cellulose, and it's only up to the rafters. It's just not enough insulation for a modern house. This house was built in 2005. It just seems like something they kind of cheaped out on, but really can't fault them for getting away with what they did. Well, I can't fault them, but I'm not going to because I was not the original owner. So I went with an R30 unfaced. That's important for attics. Unfaced, you do not want a vapor barrier in between the two. It'll cause mold, it'll cause all sorts of issues. That's really what's going on there. Now, I chose R30 instead of anything lighter. More insulation to me is better. It's not actually that more expensive, and that will get me a pretty good R value. Another key point is I'm not running them parallel to the rafters. I'm running across the rafters. This will keep it standing It will not sink in, it will not compress, and it creates kind of another layer that will really help give me my insulation. Now, let's get back to it. Okay, my next area I'm going to tackle is this slant for the cathedral ceiling of my bedroom. So I'm going to start in that top corner. I'm just going to roll them off this way and push them up in. And you see I got the soffit vents up and in. So I'm hoping this works. I'm hoping also I don't fall through the ceiling. Okay, so I'm finished. Oh, at least I think so. Hope so. I'm covered in sweat and hot and done. But if you take a look, not the prettiest job, but it is fully insulated all the way. I still have a platform here, which I can store things. And if I go by that blow-in chart on the wall, it says I'm like at R40, R45, something like that. Which basically means I had R15 before, maybe a little more than that, but either way, that was not enough insulation for this house. And now I have more. So for, I want to say about $600, by the end of all this, you still have a place you can store things. You're fully insulated with an extra R30 on top. I'm going to keep an eye on this to make sure it doesn't slide down. I don't think it's going to. And it's still expanding too, because it comes really compressed, and it's just going to keep expanding for a little bit and then it'll settle out. This Chefmate plastic 90s knife was the perfect insulated cutting tool. This thing is just a regular meat slicing, bread slicing, cheapo knife. It is now my installation knife if I ever have to do this again. Hopefully I never have to on another house though. So, another thing I did is I put a little glue insulation around this to help that top seal a little better. I might add a weight to the top of that in the future, just to help air seal that a little more. I sealed all the ducts, electrical, stuff like that prior to doing this. I checked for leaks, I checked for mold, I checked for everything I had to. Looks good. It's getting warm in here, so I'm getting out of here. If I can. Thanks for watching.